Hey everybody, welcome to Your Guide Outside, and thanks for joining us tonight. I just got back from hunting this weekend, archery here in Missouri. It's late season, it's the first weekend in January, and had a great day hunting. I hunted about 4 hours this morning, came home for a little while, and then went out this evening for 3 or 4 hours too. And saw a lot of deer, uh, got to see a turkey. Kind of surprised me, came in pretty fast, and I thought he was going to come right in, but he was a single, which is kind of unusual. Had a bobcat come right underneath my deer stand and was right underneath my tree, and I just couldn't get my camera turned around to get a good shot of him, but I got a shot of him walking off that you'll see. And then had some young deer come in on me early this morning, and then they came back around tonight, and I got a good picture of one of the 3x3s that had come through this morning. And then tons of deer out in the field. I think I got a few videos of that. And then right in the evening, a few does came downwind of me and busted me, and she snorted up and took off. So that's a pretty exciting day for me. And even though I didn't get anything, came home empty-handed. I had a great time out in the woods. So hope you enjoy it. You'll see this turkey come in here on the right side of this screen, and he will stop right about there for a little while. He came in from the middle of that hayfield. There's some trees. You see some trees there kind of left out there. And then to the left of that, just in the side of the picture, there was a crow sitting there that I first thought was a turkey, but then it took off flying. And then when this turkey showed up there, I actually thought it was a crow, and then he started running to me, so I didn't have my camera ready and just caught him right there. And then he just kind of wanders off here to the right, and then he works his way towards in this. You'll see he works his way back into the this tree line that I'm in, and I thought he was going to come back to me because there's a path that comes right in there off of where he went in, but he didn't do that. He just kind of kept going there to the right and went out of sight there. There's going to be 3 young bucks. You're going to see them. They're in that tall grass, and I actually got the first sight of them when they come. They were kind of skirting that hayfield, coming there from the right, and when they came into that tall grass where you see that last one by the tree, that's where I first saw them. And they're going to come in by that gate, and they're going to cross right over there in front of me, and they're probably going to be about 25 yards out. I got a good look at them, and I could tell they were all 3x3s. And in Missouri, you have to be at least 4 points on one side. So I didn't even pick my bow up. I just getting some footage of them. So right here, they're probably sitting 25, 30 yards out. And that's probably the best shot I would have at a deer right there. But like I said, they were 3x3s, so they wouldn't be illegal. And deer, they can really come in on you pretty fast, but when you can't shoot them, they sure lollygag around. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this doe's going to come in here in that tall grass, about the same place those bucks were. And she's looking back in the field now. So I thought some others were going to come with her, but I never did see anything else come in with her. About 15 minutes before this, some had run across the field. And she's going to take the same path those bucks did this morning. They'd come in about 8 o'clock. And she actually came in about the same path. I got my bow up, and I was going to try to get a shot on her in that little clearing, but once I got to looking at it real good, there was just too many trees, little trees and limbs sticking through there, and I couldn't get a really good shot on her, so I just let her pass instead of wounding her. And like I said, you can see that there's too many trees, little limbs sticking up, saplings and stuff, and I just didn't want to risk a shot at her, so I just let her pass through. And you're going to see she's going to come right in there, and then she's just going to head out into that open field right in there. Right here, about 5 minutes later, comes this doe's fawn that doe just came through. And what I found interesting is he had his nose to the ground like a bird dog all the way through that tall grass. And then I realized that it was that doe's fawn. And he had lost her, and so he's tracking her. And if you watch him, he puts his nose down every once in a while, try to pick up her scent. And when he gets back into this trees, she kind of made some circles back in here before she decided to head out into that field. And that's what he's doing. He's kind of like wondering which way she went. And he's going to come around here and wag his tail, keep his nose to the ground, and he's going to pick up her scent and head out into that field, the same spot she did. This is that bobcat that come in and stopped right underneath my tree stand. And he was there for, what seemed like 5 minutes before he finally walked off and I could get a shot at him. This family group of does and fawns come out into this field, and they just kind of stand there for a while and then take off across the field. I'm downwind of them, so I'm not sure if they're looking back into the woods and hear those bucks. Those young bucks come through here in a little bit, so I don't know if they kind of spooked those does and got them running out there, and that's kind of what they're looking for. But anyway, it's kind of cool seeing them taking off through the field. So I'm still standing there looking out in the field after those does had passed. I have my bow, and these bucks come in on the other side of me. And I'm not going to be able to get my camera that is on my camera stand on the tree around, so I try to get my bow turned around without spooking them, and get a pretty good shot at one. He sees me, but I just let him sit there, and I don't think he's kind of interested, but I don't think he quite knows what he's looking at, and then he just decides to bug out. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and until next time, get out there and do something.